Welcome back to Mac Talks of Football, and what a game of football it was between Manchester United and Liverpool, the biggest game in English football, and it certainly lived up to its expectations. It was, if I'm being very honest, it was sort of a game of two halves, and as a neutral, as a person who has no stake in that game, I absolutely loved that game. United were absolutely brilliant. Michael Carrick keeps on doing stuff that makes makes it hard for the United board to ignore to give him the permanent job. So let's go ahead and talk about this game. I mean, United started really, really well. Liverpool were all over the place in that first half, especially that first half hour. If I'm being very honest with you, it was all United, and United are going to be really, disappointed, and they're going to be quite angry with themselves that they were not able to score more goals. They start a great goal, the first one from Acuna, if I'm not wrong. He's the one that he scores that were a great effort on from that right hand side, scores that goal and becomes one a great celebration as well. But for me, the best goal of the entirety of that game was that second goal, and the way that it was made, and it was a lucky goal, to be very honest with you. The way the goal was created, it was very, very good, but the way it was scored, it was a luck involved as well. And Bournemouth gets on that right hand side, gets the ball, plays it to Bruno Fernandes, a great ball from Fernandes, and Šeško misses an open chance. Let's be very honest, he should have scored that. They get lucky, then the ball comes in from that left hand side to back to, I think, Bruno Fernandes, and again Fernandes, he hits the header, and again Šeško is not able to do it. Woodman tries to save it, and somehow it gets hit on Šeško, and he scores that goal, and it becomes 2-0 inside 15 minutes. And at that point, I really thought the way that Liverpool were playing, their defense was all over the place. United were dominating them in the midfield there, and the fullbacks, the wing play, it was all United at that moment. I really thought it could be a very hard day at the office for Liverpool. But as the game went by, United missed a couple of good chances where they could have scored and put more pressure on Liverpool. Liverpool started getting back into the game, and by the end of the first half, Liverpool had gotten into a game. Their confidence wise, they grew into the game. They had created a couple of good chances where United had to defend really, really well. But we go into the half at 2-0. Second half comes in, and Liverpool started the game the way that United started the first half. They started the second half quick fire, couple goals in like 8 or 9 minutes. They scored 2 goals, Sobozlai, and then a gap of 2 great goals from Liverpool, and it becomes a 2-all. And then the game really opened up. That's why I said it was a game of two halves, because in my opinion, the first half was like basically dominated by Manchester United, but the second half, it was like an end-to-end stuff. After chance after chance from both the ends, it was really entertaining. Both the teams really gave it their all, and it was a really good the way that they moved the ball, both of them. It was very entertaining to watch. And if I'm being very honest with you, and United in the end, of course, they make that move, and Kobe Mino, you need to give credit to him again. I'm still gonna say, the way that the goal was scared to make that run. And again, if you look at the replays, the Casemiro's reaction, the awareness to be there, and then to move slightly away so that he doesn't get hit. I think again it shows how important Casemiro has been for United as well. And a great hit from Kobe Mino. I'm really glad it was Kobe Mino who scored the goal, because of what he went through under Robin Emrin and his resurgence under Michael Carrick, and now him signing the long-term contract, and then to score against Liverpool. I mean, it keeps getting better and better for Kobe Mino, being a local lad as well. I think it was good for him that Kobe Mino was the one to score the goal. And it becomes a 3-2. Liverpool really tried. United tried as well. As I said, the second half was full of chances. Both the teams could have scored a couple of more goals, but it did not happen. And in the end, the game ends a 3-2 in favor of Manchester United. I have said it like now for 2 weeks that for me the top 5 is done. I don't think that any other team is going to chase them. I think it's going to be United, Liverpool, and Villa in the Champions League. But of course, what matters is where you finish. And Manchester United have done the double over Liverpool, I think, for after a long time, if I'm not wrong. I think it's been 3 or 4 years since, and maybe more if I'm wrong. I'm not really sure, but I think more than 5 years, if I'm not wrong, that Manchester United have finally done a double over Liverpool. So a big thing for Manchester United, and now it feels like it's certain that they are the ones who are going to finish third, in the Premier League, and it's outside a chance that they might overtake Manchester City. As an Arsenal fan, I would love that, if I'm being quite honest with you. But it's it's a big task for that to happen. City need to draw points and whatnot. But for United, it is a really unbelievable achievement right now. What Michael Carrick has done, amazing, amazing work. When they where they were when he came in and where he has took them, and they look like a real deal under him. It is really, really amazing. And on the completely on the opposite side, Liverpool have been all over the place. I've said this all season. I've said it last season when Liverpool won, won the Premier League. You can go ahead and check my videos. I said that there is, Onslaught has not done anything special. He came in, he already had a pre-cooked meal, and he just came in and he ate it. Jurgen Klopp had done everything for him, and Mohamed Salah had an unbelievable season, and that was the reason that Onslaught won the league last year. This year, he had to cook the food himself. He had to cook the meal himself, and he has burnt it, and he has burnt it massively. It's his luck that the teams behind them are not really, and they have not really stepped up. Otherwise, there was a big chance that Liverpool might not have, even made the Champions League. They have gotten the points in the last couple of months, so they are now secure. But if you are looking at performance-wise, Liverpool have been atrocious. Again today, as I said, the first half they were all over the place, and even in the second half they scored the goals because they have quality players. You cannot deny that. But if you look tactically, I think Michael Carrick had him beat quite easily. The midfield battle was won by Manchester United. In the wing play, the players on the wings, the fullbacks, everything, it was won by Manchester United as well. It just came to individual ability, and that's why Liverpool were able to score those goals. But if you look at tactically, I think United were all over Liverpool, and Onslaught has been gotten beaten by Michael Carrick as well. And I will be very surprised. Again, I keep on saying I would be hugely surprised if he gets to keep the job. I cannot believe that again I would be shocked if he is the Liverpool manager next season, because he has spent what, half a billion, and this is what he's driven, and he keeps on saying that we are in transition and we're going to be in transition next year. So he's already preparing himself to if they are not able to win the league next year, not able to compete, again, winning the league is not a problem, not winning the league, but not being able to compete, that is a big problem for Liverpool if you are the defending champions. So it's not really looking good for them. And again today, I'm going to say they were lucky to score those two goals. They started really well. United really did not turn up for the first 10-15 minutes. It happened very quickly. But if you look at our overall picture, Liverpool were the poor side, and Manchester United basically dominated them. And again, I'm going to say Liverpool are lucky that the teams below them have not really stepped up, but because there was a big chance that where Bournemouth and Brighton, Bournemouth went like a month and a half without winning a single game, and that has really hurt them. Otherwise, they could have easily replaced Liverpool in the chance. And now even there's a chance that they might not finish in the top four. Aston Villa can win the game later on, and they can overtake Liverpool. So for Liverpool, it has not been a really good season, and they really need to think about it. Tonight, it is all about Manchester United. It is all about Michael Carrick, and it is about the Manchester United fans. They've turned the double over Liverpool, and they've done it quite convincingly, quite comfortably. There was a little bit hiccup with those two goals, but again, as I said, for majority of the game, it was Manchester United who dominated quite clearly. And it never, even when Liverpool scored those two goals, this is the difference between Manchester United and the Michael Carrick and the previous couple of managers. That the heads did not go down. I think that is a big thing, especially if you're playing for Manchester United. No matter what happens, your head should not go down, shoulders should not drop, and that's what happened. They conceded two goals, but it was like, okay, we can come back, we are going to come back, we're going to make sure that we win this game, and they ended up winning that game. That spirit, it was missing from Manchester United. And as someone who has grown up watching Manchester United teams winning from out of nowhere, this is what was missing. I said it again, you can check my videos. I said it that under Ruben Amorim, under Erik ten Hag, and whatnot, and all those managers, that was missing. That feeling of being undefeated and being invincible was not there. That no matter what happens, we are going to come back and we are going to do it because we are fucking Manchester United. And you can see that spirit and all of that in the fans, and in the players, and the fans are feeling it as well. And again, I personally think they should give Michael Carrick the permanent job, because he's doing amazing job. And I think if he's given the right tools in the summer, I think it could turn out to be a big a big turnaround for Manchester United. That's for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Michael Carrick's performance, Manchester United's performance, and Liverpool's performance. And the main two questions for me in this video is: do you think Michael Carrick should be given the permanent job, and do you think Liverpool should stick with Onslaught, or do you think he should get the sack? Let me in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers before the end of the season, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. And until next time, bye bye.